Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, March 2nd. Today, you're going to begin your day with Daily Fix-It Sentences Tuesday. Try to start at 8 o'clock. It should be less than 20 minutes to do this. You should be done by 8:20. A lot of times when I look at screens at 8:30, 8:40, a lot of you are still working on Daily Fix-It. And in order to finish all your work, you need to make sure to get that done right at 8 o'clock or before. Then you have math. Do your extra math, and then you have math practice book page 135 to 136, 7.11. If you have your practice book, most of you do, I would much rather you do it in here so you can write and show your work easier. You're going to turn to page 135 to do it in your book. For some reason you don't have your book, you may click here to go to Kami and open it with Kami. And then go to your lesson, which if you look is 7.11, which is way at the end. 7.11 right here. Order of operations. So for these order of operations, we're going to solve it. And then we're going to write here if it's correct or incorrect, the order they say to do it in. So for example, for the first one right here, they said you should divide then multiply. So they're saying go here and then go multiplying. Well, I know if I look at my whiteboard that I told you to say that multiply and divide is in the same box. That means they are equal to each other with order of operations. So you just do them the order they come. So what comes first? Multiply. So you're actually going to multiply first. That would be 12. Then you got to bring down the division. 12 divided by 2. Count by 2s till you hit 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 6. Or you can look at your multiplication chart. So were they right? Did you divide then multiply? No, they were incorrect. So we did the correct order. So you can just say, no, that's wrong. You can cross it out or you could put incorrect because you showed the right way to do it. Now this one, number 3, says divide then add. So you're going to skip to divide then add. Are they right? Let me check my order of operations on my whiteboard that I told you to say. Should I divide first, then add? Yes, because division is before adding. So for this one, they are correct, so you can leave that. Then you're going to divide. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Then you're going to add the 5 plus 6, which is 11. Okay, I'm going to leave the rest for you to do on your own. Make sure you use your whiteboard. Okay. We haven't done much word problems yet for order of operations. So if you get stuck on these, you can skip them and do them with us in class. Or if you want to give it a try, go ahead, because you have to decide what order to do the operations in. It's a little different than these. So give it a try. And if you get it, great. If you don't, we'll practice it in class, okay? The word problems are a little different. Then you have the back to do. We have review down here. All right. After you're done with your math, you have spelling practice pages to do. You're going to do page 74, which is the first page. Then you are listening to a story. This week we are studying the solar system. So you will be reading a story called Earth and Its Neighbors on McGraw-Hill Online. When you're done, you will answer a question on Padlet today. Click your Padlet. And the question is, how have we learned about Earth and its neighbors? So we want to know, how do we learn about Earth? What do we do? When you read the story, it's going to tell you all the ways we can learn about space and the planets and Earth. I want you to write an ACE answer. So your answer should have 3 sentences. I gave you an example right here. Your first sentence should say, in the story, we learned about space from. So how did we learn about space in the story? From telescopes, from satellites. There's lots of things that teach us about space. We talked about it in class. Then, for your C, you're going to tell me. For example, what did it say in the story? For example, a telescope can give us photographs that we can look at. Look in the story and it'll tell us. And then also give me another example. What's another thing that in the story that we learned about space from? So we're trying to figure out, how do we learn about space? What helps us? We talked about this in class. You should have 3 sentences in your answer, and then it should be on Padlet. After you write your 3-sentence answer on Padlet, then you are done for the morning. When we come to class, we will check our morning work, do our new spelling, and then we'll talk about Earth and its neighbors and your answers. We're going to ace it. And then for math, we'll do a 3-question warm-up, and then we'll keep practicing order of operations, okay? Have a great morning, and I really hope you focus and pay attention to your work today. It's very important that you get it all done and you practice. All right, everybody, have a good morning, and I will see you in a little while.